Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Shotgun Bluecast. I'm Carnage, aka Scotty. I am with
Hussein. How you doing? And he's also called Longshot online, I guess.
I'm Emmett, and I am Fondue Tones.
Today we've got a good few things to go through compared to last week. Last week was a very quiet week for gaming news in general, but we did manage to talk about all those fantastic gaming films instead.
We did. That was good. That was a good wee list of rundown of movies to not watch.
And Emmett added one to the list that one didn't get. Remember the Tekken film that you said about?
Oh yeah, did I check it out?
Yeah. So I had to get on that.
Yeah, watched it all the time.
Pure shite, that's why it should have been on the list.
The big game that came out last week was Fall Guys. Hussein, you've had a go at it, haven't you?
Indeed, yeah. It's free on PlayStation Plus, so check it out. That's really good.
On PC as well, wasn't it? Free on PC?
Is it free on PC as well?
Don't know.
Nice. Apparently it's been doing big numbers.
Yeah. Like the servers crashed many a time on the first few days.
Yeah, I heard there was real difficulties trying to get games and all when it first went live on PlayStation. You were waiting for hours and all.
Yeah, and the internet did its typical thing. You can't get onto a game. Oh, must be shit. Negative review.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a review bombed.
On the first day, I got review bombed.
Ridiculous, like people are just fucking.
But the entire gaming community, like all over the place, and every single streamer there is basically streaming it now, and it looks fun.
Yeah, it's class. It's like Takashi's Castle.
Yeah.
Only became video game form. You play like a wee like jelly bean dude running around the place.
I can't wait to get it on that one.
It's good. It's class. We should definitely get a game like Team League games.
There was a free game on Xbox a couple of years ago, and it was by Doritos. It was Doritos Crash Course, and it was a kind of. But that was really, really good fun as well. Did you play that?
No, I didn't.
But it was just a wee bog standard sort of like American Ninja Warrior style obstacle course game. There was about 20 courses. Like.
Did you ever play Pepsi Man?
Pepsi Man, no.
It was horrible as well. It was like an old like see before Temple Run and everything.
Oh, he's away.
Sorry.
He's
gone.
We have to go there.
I don't want the podcast to be getting accused of any bias, so tell me more about Pepsi Man there.
I thought you were like, Pepsi Man? Oh, too many bad memories with
that.
This isn't a podcast.
So are you talking about Pepsi Man just being enjoying this cool, refreshing, cancer-giving arse shite?
That's the Irish name for it.
Yeah, it used to be like a Pepsi Man game where you'd sort of ran through this city, and there's loads of different obstacles and stuff to go around. And
cool.
It's known as like one of the worst games of all time as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
But Doritos Crash Course was really, really good fun. Like,
especially if you have a bag of Doritos going as well.
Oh, ruining your controller. You hand it to your friends. Like, oh no, it's all. Why are the cheesy ones
covered in cheese? News this week. So we'll start with streamers. There was a lot of streaming news this week. So I'll say a lot. There's like two bits. Two massive streamers came back to streaming properly this week. Ninja returned to streaming. He, after ending his contract that we talked about a while ago now, ended his contract with Mixer. Had been rumored that he would be
ended his contract because Mixer ended.
Mixer
shut down.
Mixer were shutting down. Mixer were trying to pay. Sure, the whole thing was that he get paid off like a ridiculous amount of money to get out of his contract because he refused to go over to Facebook, who were buying Mixer.
Oh right, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So the same with was it Shroud as well. Shroud had to get paid out of his contract too. So like those two have done
as well.
Yeah, those two have done amazing.
It still boggles my mind that streamers are earning that much money.
Yeah.
Just for like watching somebody else play a video game.
Yeah,
you could just watch. You could just play yourself. I don't get it.
Well, the same thing is like I sit and watch people playing games like a lot. In fact, have you ever watched one of your friends sit and play a game like when you're beside them?
I guess so. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah,
exactly.
If you don't have any mates, maybe. Is that what you're trying to say, Scotty? I don't have any friends, so I like to watch other people having fun.
Well, I suppose like that's.
It just seems to be it's transitioned like over time. from that there where you watch your friends and all play games
Yeah.
to now you can watch anyone play a game, and you can also see if you're going to like that game or not. Like I can't remember what the game was. It was looking at it was a sim game anyway. So it was, and I watched Sips was playing it online. I was like, yeah, I really like the look of this. Sips. You never watched Sips? Oh, so Sips good.
Only in small portions. just Sips.
Anyway.
It does make sense that streaming gaming has sort of taken off, because like the way we game has changed a bit. Like multiplayer used to mean there was a 3 or 4 years in the room together playing and stuff, but that's just not the way gaming is anymore. Multiplayer means 2 people in different locations.
Like couch co-op stuff is just rarer and rarer, isn't it?
Yeah, completely.
Never on big games. It's usually indie games kind of that are doing it these days.
Weren't they having Halo at one of their announcements like last week? 343 were saying that, oh yeah, we've got localized co-op you can do still. Like, oh, it's kind of evolved from that, hasn't it?
Yeah. But I remember everybody was giving off whenever
Halo
local co-op.
We're not doing 4 players split screen anymore. I was like, of course you're fucking not. Everyone's got internet now.
Yeah. I don't need to be in my mate's house sitting on the sofa eating Doritos. Force me to eat Doritos so I can play Doritos.
Crash course.
Are we trying to get a sponsorship of Doritos? If so,
well, kind of now.
I'm going for wins. We're like everything you mentioned. I'm going to be pulling out the product today.
Wow, porcelain cups. Delicious.
Just must make some notes on my OnePlus phone, you
know. So back to Ninja.
Sorry.
So everyone thought he was going to be exclusively streaming on YouTube because he did a test stream to begin with, and then he did a stream. But he made a return to Switch this week, sort of nullifying that whole rumor whatsoever. But the other one that made his return to streaming this week was Dr. Disrespect. So,
all right.
So everyone's waiting. Like the big thing was, oh shit, are we actually going to hear, like what actually happened to him? And he did. He dealt with it. So during the stream, the doc was streaming on YouTube. He got asked about it. He got bugged about it, and then finally he went, "Okay, regarding why I was banned off Twitch, I still don't know." And that was it. Whether you believe him or not.
Yeah. Like, what do you think he did? He doesn't know either, apparently.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I personally, like, my own opinion would be Twitch just wanted him out of the contract. And
do you think he was costing too much money?
I think so. Because they have, like, especially because with Shroud and Ninja and all now just streaming on random platforms, so they're all going to be on Twitch, not exclusive to Twitch, but they're going to be on Twitch again.
Yeah.
They really need another massive one like Doc where they're paying all that money.
Because I guess they don't really, because Mix is not there. Like, what is the big competition to Twitch?
YouTube.
That's it.
Well, YouTube seems to be the next sort of contender to it.
Yeah, which is like And
YouTube, like
YouTube, I don't know if YouTube could ever really compete with YouTube. Like, YouTube's going to be there for a while, I'd say, as a platform.
YouTube's got harder and harder to actually make money off though. For them as well.
Yeah, it has, yeah. Ever since Google come over, they've just put more and more policies in place that make people not able to earn money.
Yeah.
There's a lot less, you're not allowed to say anything because of it's affecting sponsors and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not what YouTube is supposed to be set up for. It's supposed to be there so that you can say or do whatever you wanted, within reason, I guess. But even still, without being too graphic.
No, exactly.
You're allowed to do whatever your opinion was. You had a platform to voice it, and now it's like you have a platform to voice that opinion as long as it fits in with what people think at the time is to be acceptable. An acceptable opinion.
Like, also see any video we upload. Like, one of the questions straight away is this made for kids?
Oh yeah.
Because
that's never it.
It's never. And straight away, as soon as you answer no, that's where your money go.
Yeah.
We should do like a sort of Baby Shark style thing and just fucking make bang click,
We do one kid show and make millions. That's why these kids, I guess, kids reviewing toys is like still pretty big, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
We should do an unboxing video for this sweet printer ink that
Yeah,
you just got.
listen.
So I've ordered some latest ink on Amazon.
I just realized I'm flashing.
What's
I've
the
got
money
like
roll in, Scotty? Don't you worry, sunshine.
I'm
We have a
flashing a
new
load of
hat,
farmer's
no
tan cleavage here as well. I didn't
Oh,
know.
nice.
hey, well,
There we go.
hey, well.
There we go.
Definitely not for kids
Definitely not
anymore.
for kids there. I'm going to see if I can try and look like I have a consistent
We're
plan
100%
here,
18 plus now.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
we might as well just forget about uploading this to YouTube. We'll go straight to Pornhub.
There you go, man.
I thought we were popular on Pornhub now. We're in top 5.
Probably are.
Farmers Town Weekly.
That's it.
Xbox had a lot of things going on this week. So they had the answer to a few things. And so the main one, I think, this week was that Game Pass won't be launching on iOS. So that comes by their whole xCloud project.
Yeah.
That was going to have all that sweet gaming at my desk and work that I was going to get going on with, and now I can't. So that becomes Apple came out and said about why. So Apple have said for various reasons, including game rating systems, because they have their own game ratings, whereas these would be completely other game ratings that they have no control over whatsoever. Coming in, and
Sure, the point of ratings is that they shouldn't be controlled, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they want to control everything. It's Apple. So it is. So they also, Apple don't have any game subscription services on their platform. So they've decided like, no, we're not having Xbox's one on here. So it's only going to be available to Android devices, and that's it.
Well, as an Android user, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scotty.
I am not.
Is it because Apple want to do their own sort of
Well,
system?
Apple already have their own. They have Apple Arcade.
That's
Yeah.
definitely fine then, yeah.
They have what? Sorry, what's it called?
Apple Arcade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not pure pish.
Yes. Like I wouldn't go anywhere near a subscription-based service that they run that has like all these mobile games on it. But the thing is, like with the Xbox One, it isn't mobile games. It's games. It's proper games.
It's
like
full games.
it's
Like, yeah.
Master Chief Collection's coming to it. Yeah.
Apple are just like closing their market off, but I know they're trying to do it because they can control. They say they can control their.
Yeah. It's any company want to control everything, so they do. With it.
But it's not the way the system's kind of. It seems like that's not the way the industry is going to be going.
No.
Future,
They're all like Microsoft. Microsoft have been big pushers, for cross-platform. So they have over the last like 6 months, they've been really sort of pushing things like that. So like and even with their new console coming out, like they're 100% saying, look, you can play this on the Xbox Series X, or you can play that on PC. We don't mind.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're just sort of saying, look, as long as you buy a PC or the console, I don't care. It's all ours anyway.
Yeah. Either way, they're making money.
Yeah, exactly. But they also had another bit of news. Remember last week there, I talked about the Xbox Live Gold.
Yes.
And I thought they were going to basically phase this out and try to get everyone on to Ultimate, because Ultimate is a good package anyway.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it definitely is.
But they got rid of the yearly one of Gold, but then they've came out and said we're not getting rid of Gold completely. They have no intentions of trying to get rid of it, because their exact quote here is they have no plans to discontinue Xbox Live Gold at this time. It is an important part of gaming on Xbox today and will continue to be in the future. So at least they are giving people the option, of like, you don't have to have these games, you don't have to have the xCloud, you can just have Xbox Live.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Because those subscriptions can really add up as well. It's like if you've got EA and saying Game Pass and Gold.
Yeah, and if you have a PlayStation, you subscribe to
You could be out like 60, 70 quid a month just for free. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's not even getting into the cost of games. Like that's just with like the free games that come with Game Pass and stuff.
Yes.
It's getting pricey, boys. It's getting pricey.
Still on Project xCloud. xCloud will be available on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate from September 15th. So streamers will be able to play, or sorry, subscribers will be able to stream to their smartphones and tablets for no extra cost. And Xbox have said that there's going to be 100 titles plus on it. Yeah, so,
That's pretty good.
yeah, it does sound good. It does.
It's weird because on the PlayStation, so if you had a PSP like years ago now,
Yeah.
or PS Vita or whatever, like you could stream from your PlayStation as long as you had a Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah.
But this
So
was
it's roughly the same idea. So it is just expanded upon.
Yeah.
And it was just like the Vita's idea. I think it was just ahead of its time.
Oh yeah. It's weird sometimes when he does stuff that is completely ahead of his time, then they do other stuff that's just like, what are these at, lads?
Yeah.
They've only got two extremes. Either this is amazing or this is shit. But yeah, no, the fact that they were doing that years ago and it wasn't really like people weren't buying the Vita for that. I wonder if that would have been more of a show. It didn't be more of a show of that system. Maybe it wasn't fully optimized or whatever, but would that have given them more money than they've already got, you know?
The Vita overall, like I worked at Game at the time when the Vita and everything were gonna was getting sold. It just wasn't selling well, like at all.
Yeah,
like I remember our games section was literally like that big, just with the Vita games.
Yeah.
There you go.
I actually had a Vita, but I quite liked it. I thought it was good. Like it's a nice wee system, for travel. It's like the right size kind of controller, but it's not like you know what I mean. It was it was nice. Good.
I just always went for the Nintendo handheld console. So
yeah, but just never really managed to break into that market, did they?
No. The last bit of Xbox news for this week is actually PS4 news, but it links in the Xbox. New Spider-Man coming to Xbox. And by Spider-Man, I mean the upcoming Avengers game. Spider-Man is not going to be in the Xbox version. He'll only be exclusive to PS4. So this has caused like outrage. So it has.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just people are raging about this. But they did come out and say that he'll be the only exclusive character to the game. Console exclusive character. So there'll be no other ones getting added to the Xbox. There'll be no other ones getting added to PS4. But then yesterday, more news came out to say that there will be more console exclusive items to the PS4 still getting added on. So that'll be for, I don't know, achievements and stuff like that there, that they'll be able to unlock different things. Whether that be skins or power-ups or abilities, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. One hand, I don't really care. On the other hand, I think it's a dick move.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, because the other thing is that if you really want to get the Spider-Man experience, surely you would just play the Spider-Man game.
Which is also PS4 exclusive, though. Like as an Xboxer, I'm kind of fucked either way, like, you know.
Yeah. Now, like it does. I think someone I can't remember who it was. Like maybe at IGN had said like a great line that I went by, and it was the Spider-Man just being for PS4 is great. It's great news for like PS4 players. It's terrible news for gamers.
Yeah,
because this could go on a quite a shitty line.
Like a sort of tit for tat sort of exclusive, like turf war.
Yeah. There could be I don't know the. Actually,
I like the idea of an exclusive turf war.
I like the idea of like a Rich Hundred simulators last week, but like bog simulator. Just like doing the day's work in the bog, fucking turf man. That's what I want. VR.
Keep them fires burning.
That's
Turfman VR. The other game I was going to suggest there that could, for example, it could happen that way there was Rocksteady officially announced the Suicide Squad game that we talked about a few weeks ago back that they will probably be announcing. So they've said that they're going to announce some details of it on August 22nd at the DC Fandom event. But say they go like, okay, that's coming out on Xbox and that's coming out on PS4, and on the Xbox you can get Harley Quinn, on the PS4 you could have Poison Ivy. It's two
Poison
characters.
Ivy. I want the Batman and Robin Poison Ivy. If that's happening.
That's what
I want to see a whole
Yeah,
franchise
they're
of like.
two-
I want the next Arkham game to be directed by Joel Schumacher.
I think he died.
I want
just nipples everywhere.
nipples and arse shots, man. Like, yeah, that's all about. And Arnie as Mr. Freeze. I thought the really, really well developed, fleshed out Mr. Freeze character they had in that was just didn't fit in, man. I want
It's
Arnie.
his jams, it's his rhymes I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never seen Mr. Freeze played with such rhyming capacity,
Oh.
especially from played by Arnie. You know?
You're not sending me to the cooler.
Yeah, that's what the Arkham games have been missing in a big way. Like, you know, I want more Batmobile sequences and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Give the people what they're crying out for.
Well, we did have. Well, remember, we did get more Arnold Schwarzenegger this year in the Predator game.
In
Yeah.
Predator game,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
DLC for Dutch.
Still to be checked out.
Also, in Mortal
If that had
Kombat.
been an Xbox exclusive, people would have been up in arms.
Oh, definitely.
So that's the other sort of, yeah, because Mortal Kombat got Arnie and Tekken got Negan from The Walking Dead, like, and that's not a fair trade at all. Like,
Why is Negan in any video game?
oh man,
Unless it's like a Walking Dead specific.
not cool.
Not
You said the
cool.
reviews for the old Marvel's Avengers are pretty good.
Yeah. Like obviously the beta's out for it now, and people have been playing it. But there's been a lot of people saying like this is a really well fleshed out game. The character building systems in it are great, so they are with it, and there seems to be a lot of world building. I was like, well, sounds pretty good. Like I'm actually looking forward to playing it a lot. Like I was always going to play it anyway because I love all those games and stuff. But
That's it, yeah. My only fear of it is that it becomes just about Miss Marvel, which is what the kind of story seems to be about. Like, and as a comic book fan, I'm not really a big fan of Miss Marvel.
maybe
I keep thinking it's Miss Marple.
Miss Marvel, imagine.
Miss Marple game, there we go.
oh yeah, I think there is, isn't there a Miss Marvel game? No,
Is there? There should be.
No, it's
That could be a PS4
it's
exclusive.
an
I
Agatha
actually
Christie.
walked
It's an
by
Agatha Christie. If not, we should get on that.
I would love a big launch for the got there. Coming to PS4 exclusive.
Miss Marvel. I've never seen her before.
Xbox fans rioting outside the building.
First it's Spider-Man, then Miss Marvel.
This is one step too far.
I don't know. Just the kind of Mr. Fantastic knockoff. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus, somebody.
Sorry, with the character.
Sorry, there's a boat going past and somebody's getting like a toe on a canoe and it's very,
It almost
very
looks
fast.
like
Actually,
they're being tortured.
I don't know if you can see that, but somebody's looks like they're getting a. Can you see anything out there?
Yeah, I can see it. If that is a canoe, what is the canoe towing the boat? Because the canoe's
boat's towing
going
the
a hell
canoe,
of a
like-
fast, like.
That's the stage of like having fun. They're being tortured. Where's the fucking money?
Sorry, I realized I'd been looking off screen for about 30 seconds there, and
You in a dream world?
I was in a dream world.
Dream about a world where Spider-Man was on Xbox.
And Miss Marple was available to all.
Another week goes by, another bit of Cyberpunk news.
Fantastic.
Nightmare City will air another episode on Monday.
Cool.
Yeah, which is tomorrow.
Oh,
Or today when this episode comes out. They will deep dive into more features of the game during this.
cool. I also I'm excited about seeing this, but I'm also not excited because I just want to play the game now.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to...
These teasers are all not annoying me, but it's like, come on.
I don't think I'm going to watch it. I think I'm going to just not watch it. I'll read highlights. I just don't really want to see it, so I don't know because it's getting close to the time where it's going to be coming out, and I just don't really want to spoil it anymore.
Because if everything's spoiled for you, it's not as much fun. It's not as
Yeah, exactly. I want new stuff. I want to see new stuff. PlayStation, which we just completely forgot to mention last week. PlayStation State of Play.
Oh yeah, did you watch this?
Watched parts of it. So I did. Crash Bandicoot 4. I saw that.
Seen that?
So
Yeah.
It showed off like new graphics and stuff and new playable character. Dingodile. Saw that.
Beg your pardon, Scotty.
Dingodile.
We're trying to listen. We've advertised this as for kids on YouTube.
Is that Sorry, I didn't mean to call you.
You
My
talking
phone was in
about
my
Dingo?
pocket. It must have been a dingo dial.
I was more thinking that we could start using just Dingodile as beg my pardon. So we could just go Dingodile. It's like a like a sim. In the Sims. It's like the characters talking. Dingo dial. Wa-na-na-na. Dingo dial.
You
Braid.
think Dingo Dial's going to be revolutionised the Crash Bandicoot formula
Maybe.
for the better?
Maybe he's going to get his own spin-off after. Who knows? There won't be.
I must actually share.
Dingle.
Must share with you because I showed you saying earlier there was like a wee kid narrating his own game of Sonic and Tails.
Oh, it's fantastic.
But he's just tripping all over his words and stuff. But like a proper professional voiceover artist redid his exact transcript for the thing, and it's something else. I'll forward it on. It's great.
Definitely do.
Stick in the links.
Yeah, it'll be linked down here, up here. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works.
Do you phone down to all our listeners?
I think with
us three plus one other.
with our links, it would be there'd be a link down here, just in the text down the bottom, because we don't know how to do any of this.
Yeah.
Check the description and make sure you ring that bell and subscribe and all that.
We do have that at the end of the video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. Braid. Did you ever play Braid? Any of us?
Braid?
Yeah, Braid. It was like a puzzle platformer. Yes. It was really good. Braid, like, it was a good wee puzzle game. It was an indie game back in the day. Cool. I played it on the Xbox ages ago. But Braid Anniversary Edition has got like a big upgrade in graphics and everything. And all honestly, the graphics aren't like, revolutionary.
Was this this is in the state of play? Yeah. Was this the side scroller one?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, "There's no difference."
No. That's
wow, look at those!
I was looking at both.
They look exactly the same.
It looked more like a color change than graphics.
Yeah. Change the contrast slightly. Wow.
Is that like in Breaking Bad when they were suddenly in Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's really orange. We're in Mexico now. Looks exactly like America, but no, it's all orange,
It's like when they go to Russia and blue.
Yeah.
It's cold in Russia, right?
Spelunky 2 got confirmed to come out on PS4 on September 15th.
Xbox fans are raging, apparently.
It's a big week for silly name games.
Yeah, it is.
Spelunky 2.
Yes, Spelunky. Two VR games coming out, which I'm quite excited about.
Do tell.
Yeah.
What do we got?
The Hitman trilogy is going
that'll
to
be cool.
on VR. That'll be amazing.
Yeah, that does look good.
Yeah. And Vader Immortal.
I see.
Well.
Yes.
So Vader Immortal is coming out on the 25th of this month.
As in Darth?
As in the Darth.
Yeah. Oh, yes, lad.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from the trailer if you were actually playing as Darth Vader, though.
Are you not?
Because one of the voiceover stuff was like, "Oh, you need to take down Darth Vader."
Oh, really?
Are you playing as him, or are you somebody else?
I'm getting confused now.
But it does say Darth Vader, and it does say Darth Vader VR.
Maybe like go between characters, or I don't know. I don't know.
Because I play a bit of Blood and Bone, the VR game, and one of my favorite things is that you can like enable your spell hand to do Force Lightning, and I just love it's class.
That's cool.
Yeah, it does look good.
A new expansion for Control AWE is coming out this month on the 27th.
Control's brilliant. Do you play it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good game.
Yeah, that was class. Yeah, especially if you played like Alan Wake. Apparently, this DLC is going to tie into Alan Wake. They said.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. Interesting.
Nice.
Alan Wake's good, but it's a bit rude.
Oh yeah.
But it is good.
That was a good game. Tandem got announced. It's like a Pokemon MMO ripoff.
Oh, Temtem.
Tantem. Is that how you wrote? What did I say? What did I say? Tandem? Tampons. Tampons.
I think it's called Temtem.
Gotta use them all.
PC.
Tampons.
Hey, this one's bloody. Sorry.
That's the equivalent to shiny Pokemon. It's a bloody tampon.
If you live in Rel in Wales, that's a common sight in the beaches. Just saying. If you want to go hunting for some,
big up all our Welsh listeners. Don't say you weren't ever referenced. Like,
gone but never forgotten.
So it's coming to the PS5. It was already it's already been out. It's on Steam Early Access. So it is like it's been like I think it was February or something or March.
Apparently it's pretty popular. I heard at the time. Well, I don't know if it's the numbers gone down now, but when it first came out, it was big.
People love Pokemon. People love Pokemon ripoffs.
Yeah.
And it's probably the first one I can think of, apart from maybe Digimon, that's going to be on other platforms. It's not Nintendo.
Yeah, very true.
It's like when people like there's games that are coming out now that look a bit like Breath of the Wild and stuff. People are raging. Oh, such a rip off of Breath of the Wild. And it's like,
Yeah,
but if you don't have a Nintendo,
exactly.
surely you want that Breath of the Wild rip off.
Also, all games are kind of rip offs of other games. So.
I know, yeah. But somebody does something. Eventually, somebody does something different, and then like there's about 20 games that copy it, like Dark Souls.
Straight away. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many Dark Souls rip-offs have they got that you can't say Dark Souls rip-offs because they're their own thing? It's like, no, it's just like Dark Souls, mate.
Then they get told they're their own genre, type thing and all too. And like, Hood Outlaws and Legends got announced for PS5. It's set during. It looked pretty cool. It's set during Britain's Dark Ages. Hood's a third-person 4v4 multiplayer heist game. Now, the last 4v4 multiplayer heist game I played was Payday. Payday 2 was bollocks. I'm sorry, loads of people love it, but I thought it was shite.
I've never played it. I've always thought about playing it. Is that the one that had the John Wick DLC as well for it, I think?
I think it might have, yeah. But,
not that you obviously played it because you thought it was shite.
It was absolutely bollocks. Like, it was just so slow and so easy. Like you literally go about and there's like police shooting you everywhere and you just got to go to this van and lift the money out and bring it around to your van. I'm like, oh, fucking hell! Like this is taking so long because you got to drill into like every fucking thing. You're like, and the police are sort of shooting you. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah.
Because I remember whenever Payday was out, like the GTA 5 was out about similar time, or maybe GTA 5 was out before it, and it's like it's hard to compete with GTA 5 for that kind of stuff because it just does so many things so well.
GTA 5 like just took over my life, as soon as it first came out. And then when online was very buggy and empty, I went away for a good bit, and then I came back. I was like, oh, this is just so full of stuff to do.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, if you only bought one game, GTA is what you need to buy. If you only ever buy, if you can buy one game and no others, because there's so many different types of games in one. Like you can play tennis and golf, and then you can jump in a helicopter and get in a firefight with the cops. Great. I don't know any other golf game that could do that.
Or you just run down the street punching people.
Go what?
Or you just run down the street punching people.
Which in first person is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I ever done first person GTA 5.
Well, I'd get out of town. Oh man, class at the bank robberies and all the shooting.
I think I had to uninstall it because of fucking Warzone taking all of me, and then at the time I didn't actually have an external.
Warzone went. I was bored of Warzone. It just went up my hard drive.
Yeah, I had to get an external hard drive for my Xbox because I never needed it before, but Warzone just took up everything, and now
Warzone, otherwise known as Update Simulator 2020.
There you go. Yeah.
Call of updates.
Yeah. There were a load of other new things and everything on there too, but they were all for previously announced things at the last event.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go through all them.
It wasn't very. It didn't do anything that. It was a bit like an Xbox showcase, and so much as it didn't do.
It didn't really. Like I was very excited, coming away from the PS5, this first event. It was like, wow, look at this stuff. This looks amazing. And then the Xbox event was like, okay, yeah.
That's why it was even more.
Halo there. You have that tiny trailer for Fable. I was like, okay,
yeah.
This one here was like, oh, it's just a bunch of trailers.
But for a bunch of indie games, it all kind of looked the same.
Yeah,
for all of them. But that's a bit too harsh.
What else got announced? Doom Eternal got a campaign expansion. So
cool.
So it's going.
Apparently, that's getting a next console upgrade. Am I sorry?
It is. It's getting a free console upgrade. It's one of the many that have came forward and said, we're getting new upgrades. It's going to be called Ancient Gods. It'll be part 1 of that campaign, so there'll be another download. Coming.
Cool.
I don't know, whatever. But they'll be showing a trailer for it on the 27th of August during the opening night of Gamescom 2020.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you play the last game? Did you?
No, I haven't yet. But I loved the one before. Like I really loved it because I forgot I kind of forget. See, when you're playing like loads of FPSs and all, Doom's just different. So it is to them because strafe becomes just your main thing again in Doom. Like all you do is just go back, and you're just like dodging.
Like a drunk guy trying to get to the bar.
Fireballs here, fireballs there, fucking shit going that way, someone charging you that way, and it's just you're just constantly moving it. You can't. It's not like the rest of them where you just have to hide from cover, reload, you'll pop up again. Doom's just constant action. Like
it's kinetic. Like you just the idea is just don't stand still.
Exactly, it's just good.
I love that you were the shotgun as well.
Talking about another event that's coming up along with Gamescom, BlizzCon have announced their event. They cancelled their physical event back in what was that, May? They cancelled it. So they've now planned for their virtual event in 2021. These are events that I used to really look forward to until Activision took them over. Just
your old friend.
He had Activision with a passion.
Yeah.
Then the last sort of news that they came up with was Smash Brothers are getting another update. In fact, they've got an update. It just came out as a surprise. And Nintendo didn't make anyone pay for it for a change.
Lovely.
They gave something free away.
What's going on? Somebody was drinking.
I think they've released it by mistake. They're like, oh shit. But it was.
You didn't send that, did you? Oh no.
I'm sorry. So it's a new stage called Small Battlefield. There's already a stage called Battlefield in it, which is basically a land there, and then you have a bit on top here and another one there. And they've basically got rid of that. That's just that, and that's it.
Wow! So the update is something that removes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah.
Try this free upgrade. It removes things from the game. Get it in the DLC. Oh wow! Thanks, Nintendo.
Always with you, Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's saying that. There's some other stuff to have other consoles. I just want to play all the time. Smash Brothers. I like Smash Brothers, but I fucking hate playing it online, like against random people. It was one of those ones. See, when I had it for the N64, like it was loads of fun to play with your friends.
Yeah.
It was, but I just don't like playing with randoms. So
Emmett loves playing randoms on the old Tekken.
I'm a big fan. Yeah.
You had a big battle with Hachi the other night, didn't you? Did you smoke him? Or did you pancake him?
He hammered me, then I hammered him, and then he wouldn't give me the boxing term, the rubber match, which is like the sort of the third one when you're one each up, and he ran away screaming, raging.
So he did.
See, Dragon Ball Fighters is free this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's free to play. Is that
free to play.
2D looking one?
Yeah, it's like it looks like Street Fighter.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's really, like I've had it for a good while, and like it's surprisingly like really good.
Yeah,
it's like it plays very much like Street Fighter.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
So,
really good. Well, mean to give it a go actually, because it just looks class. It looks like the animated show.
Yeah, like the moves and everything are really good. You like when you do pull them off and stuff. I was like, this is a really good game. And
It's not like anime accurate though, is it? It's so much like for one whole round you're just ultimate. Oh!
But you do have the charge up button, so you do.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So you can, as soon as you like daze them, immediately you're just like you're back over to your corner going
If I knew how to edit, Scotty, I would take that moment and cut it out and have you just flying through space. Stuff like nice. Did you play it? Obviously, you didn't play the free weekend since you own it. So
no, I just done it. Yeah, I haven't played it. JJ said he was thinking of downloading it to have a go.
Oh, cool.
But I think he played Worms instead.
He was on about getting a few games of Worms going. I haven't played in ages, because it's free now. But I bought it and then only played it like once. But I'd love to get a few games going.
I'd love to have a game because it's one of those ones you can jump on, very easily too. Obviously,
so that's
if all of us were going on to play it, like say tonight or whatever with JJ's going to win.
Yeah.
So he thinks.
But that's one of the things that was off Smash Brothers.
I guarantee you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
I'll just use this ninja rope to get round this. Bloop. shit.
Yeah. But that's one of the things that I kind of puts me off a bit about Smash Brothers is that like there's certain games and there's a lot of games like Call of Duty being another one and stuff. If you're not in on them pretty early, the sort of gap in skill levels makes it really difficult to catch up.
It's hard. It's hard to come back.
That's why Fall Guys is like so good.
Yeah, there's no way of
yeah. There's a little bit of skill there, but you can't really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're trying to get through one door and the 60 of yous, everybody's just.
I saw there was a clip of it I saw last night, which like really made me laugh, and it was a guy that was way ahead of everyone. Going up this ramp part to here, and it was just there's the finish line, and he's here, and he turns back to taunt everyone else. He was like out there just looking, and then he turned around, and this ball came down and hit him, and so then some people started going past him. Then he got up, and another ball hit him, and another one. And it was just four balls hit him, and then he crossed the line and just said disqualified.
Well, there's that really good clip as well. It's Mario Kart, and it's like the guy's coming over the bridge in first place, and he gets blue shelled, and then he just gets like must be a minute of just fucked by red shells and stuff, and ends up coming like 15th or something. And it's one of my favorite things I've ever seen. It's so good. Link in the description.
If these links do not appear, it's Tuner's fault.
There you go. No, I'll send them. It's all good. It's all good.
I forgot actually one more bit of news because I only saw it like last night. There was Apex Legends had a trailer for season 6 of their new character was announced.
Oh, cool.
Which she looks pretty cool, but they're also, because of her, they're changing slight bit of the system in it. So you're able to craft things like for the first time. So I think you're able to craft different weapon systems or different abilities, it looks like.
Right.
So but these abilities, they've said you have to go around the map and collect different bits, and then you can put them together. So it's
how's
only
that working in terms of Battle Royale then? Is it just a case of it drops down and you can
basically I think they'll be in I think they'll be in the different chests like around the place. So I think it'll be quite hard to actually get the different things, because they'll obviously take up space in your backpack as well. So you have to take that chance of doing it. But the new character seems to be like an engineer type, and she has this huge old painless style minigun.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, looks pretty cool.
Classic engineer's tool. Whatever engineers, what I always think of.
Hold on, I'll just fix this. I'll fix this with my gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It fires out rivets.
Yeah. Crystal clear Wi-Fi. God bless his engineers.
Speaking of which, I think we found a sweet spot in the house because this is the best video connection we've ever had.
Yeah, you haven't installed once yet.
apart from you saying accidentally hanging up in here earlier.
Hung up just before we started the podcast.
Just want to check it still works,
That leads us on to what's coming out this week, games wise. There is like a big enough game coming out this week. On the 14th of August, these 3 titles are out. You've got UFC 4, which is it's a big enough title. It's coming out on the PS4 and Xbox One. You and Jage get really addicted to one of them once, didn't you?
Yeah, we were playing loads. JJ more than me, like.
I never got them games because, like, I actually do train MMA and I do a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff. And I absolutely loved Fight Night Champion, which was the last like EA fighting game prior to their UFC franchise. So I think they have a really good handle on what they're doing, but the grappling is just so clunky and awkward. It just never like. Those games, I wish EA would just go back to boxing, because those games, like everything about them was
I used to love Fight Night. It was the controller.
The smart stick style. Yeah,
you could just go
so good. Like
all I did was just do that the entire time until my character was just tired out. Like, go away.
The Fight Night was brilliant. Like like I say, as a UFC and MMA fan, I couldn't give a shit about the UFC games because I just think they still haven't figured out how to make them work right as a smooth flowing game. Like
if they've changed the grappling on it, maybe I'll be tempted maybe. But
again, that's why Fight Night is superior, because it's just the striking which is the crack. Like it's just the grappling. They just haven't found a way to make that work, and I can't see how they could make it work as well. It's a wee bit stupid.
I'd like to see more realistic dick shots. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I want to see more reaction.
Yeah.
Like you know the way to do in like Mortal Kombat. You when
Johnny Cage.
You like
split stick
punch
shot.
someone when you punch someone, and it's like
Yeah.
in the X-ray mode. I want to be able to punch someone in the junk and then like see one of their testicles rupture or something.
See it. But it's slow motion.
So that was one of the things in fighting that you could turn fires off and just go to town on somebody. dick shot, and then just like one punch in the head and the fight's over. Yes, lad.
Another one coming out, which has been out on actually in Game Pass for a good while, is Deliver Us the Moon. I haven't played. Well, I played like the start of it, and that was it. Really, so far, I have to go back to it and actually give it a proper go.
Yeah, I didn't get them.
It's coming out in PS4 and PC. And then the other one is Beholder Collector's Edition. What's it coming out on? The Switch.
Yes. Never left us.
And that's it.
Is that the only Switch release this week?
That is the only Switch release. We had no Switch games last week. It's a slow month for Switch so far.
This is not looking good for Nintendo. This is not looking. Who do I have to talk to?
Maybe they're gearing up. They're gearing up for like big releases coming. Instead of like when all the consoles are coming out, like there's like okay, you've got like the PS5, you get the Xbox One. Which one do you want? And Nintendo are just going to release every game that they were planning to release from August, September, October. And that's really 1 week, 50,000 games.
New Zelda. That's what it's going to be. I think Breath of the Wild is kind of because everyone else has a release date for it, and they'll just go here. Check this out, boys.
It's going to be a Game of the Year edition plus.
Yeah. Because they've got the Breath of the Wild trailer and all they released. It looks like they're using the same engine, obviously.
So they are.
If they've already built the assets for it, then surely it'll be fairly.
Yeah, it should be easy enough to do. Like Nintendo have no plans whatsoever.
Sorry, I just sent you a kind of half relevant meme to that.
I can't remember what I was saying.
Sorry for the. We'll leave a link to the description.
In the description.
Check the links for the memes.
Can you even show
this audio podcast?
Show it here. Can I see it? Oh, you can.
You can, yeah.
There you go. But it's true. Like Nintendo just have march to their own beat.
I like that about them. I'm a big fan of that. Like
they don't try to follow trends or anything. They just go with their own stuff.
Like they love ripping off their customers. They're great guys.
Yeah. Everyone else like Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. So we're gonna have sales and do this here. It'll be like our biggest titles. We'll put them on for free and all for them. Nintendo. So here's the first Mario Brothers. It's gonna be £50.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. See you Christmas.
We do backwards compatibility now. You can buy all of our old games for the Wii U. They're £50 each. That's true. I had to actually look it up because it was my cousin was looking them for her sons, and she was looking at the possibility of buying like a Wii U or like one of the older NES consoles, so they play all the old Mario games.
Yeah.
And eventually, I said to her, like, they have a Switch. Why don't you just just do the Nintendo Online for them, and then you can just download the NES emulator and the SNES emulator for it, and you get the back catalog of all the old Mario games there. So they're happy enough with that. But also, while I was doing there, I was researching then because particularly they were looking like at a Wii U, to play some Wii U game. I can't remember which one it was of Mario, back catalog on that.
Yeah.
But all of them were like 50 quid each. Every Wii U game.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yes. Why? First of all, that was a failure of a console.
Yeah.
Surely you should just like by this stage go, okay, guys, we don't have anything for you, isn't that? Here's the games for like cheap. Just play them on there. Nah.
Yeah,
Not Nintendo.
it's like the new Mafia that's coming out. You know, the well, it's Mafia remastered, the first
Yeah.
one. They completely rebuilt that ground up in the new engine, but you can buy the box set for 50 quid, where you get the 3 games and you get the new game when it gets released.
Uh-huh.
Like, what? You know, obviously,
Yeah.
nobody's comparing
It's like-
Mafia to Mario, but it should be.
Do you know what game you need to play? Actually, Mario's Time Machine. It was a game on the SNES that my mum bought me when she was trying to get.
I think I did play that.
Oh, it's
Isn't
great.
that the one where there were, you could go like down streets and stuff, couldn't you?
you
You were like, walking
surf,
along and you could then go into them.
basically you start off, you surf around on these wee things, and there's these wee sort of portals in the water, and if you go into one of them, it'll take you back, and like you'll walk in the street, and like Isaac Newton will be sitting under a tree, and you wing an apple at him, and he's like, "Oh, I've just thought of something," and then it'll give you like a big manuscript that you have to fill in this sort of like a wee bit of history. You have to just pick all the right words and stuff. It was a really dodgy attempt at an educational game. So I'm hoping they're charging £50 for that there, because that was an absolute masterpiece of shite.
That's why Emmett Toon has become a scientist.
That's why I'm the scholar I am. Yeah.
That's how we got into theoretical physics.
I just go around, I throw apples at people, and eventually someone's going to come up with a genius theory.
Eureka!
Do you remember the Nintendo mouse for the SNES?
That's right. Gee.
You had Mario Paint. Mario Paint I fucking loved.
Oh yeah, remember Mario Paint? Yeah.
And you could do all the tunes and stuff on it. And you just
Nintendo
like,
were always
went,
like sort of trailblazers with gadgets. So.
And you're like, oh, masterpiece, save that.
yeah. Yo, I've got my new album coming out next month.
Do you remember they had the Light Boy then, the wee clip-on light for the Game Boy? And like, yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Duck Hunt, that was first light gun that was like commonplace. And Nintendo were always sort of trailblazers for wee shitty gadgets.
Yeah, straight. Even the like move controllers. Even I'm not a big fan of the way, but
I only learned last year. The way to cheat with Duck Hunt was just hold the gun up to the screen. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it's light sensitive, so you just hold it right up the screen, and usually out there it kills them all.
Yeah.
Eating bastards. Can't believe it. Did you do that with Time Crisis the one day?
I don't know, actually.
Remember in arcades, there was always one shitty Time Crisis gun. So you and your mate would go to play, you'd put like 50p in, you'd be all chuffed, and he'd be like popping your heads off, and you're just like, can't do nothing. Like,
your Redicons go like this.
Yeah.
What was
I'd love to see a new Time Crisis, actually.
What was the one? Was it Time Crisis? The one that came out with a shotgun as well? Did it have a shotgun?
Yeah, it did.
One of them was shotgun.
Like Time Crisis 4 or something. I think had the shotgun.
I really like that. Like,
so you did.
Is that what the podcast is named after?
Shotgun Blue.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why the podcast is named that?
Oh, exclusive.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
So
Scotty reveals.
I used to live with like Husty and Jutty and just all these other guys. So there were 6 of us living in a house. There was, and we bought just a hub, and we had it on the center floor, and all of us had bought Xboxes, and we played Halo.
Yeah.
And Sidewinder in Halo was really good for disguising yourself as blue, and it was also the biggest level that you could have all the tanks and like and everything and all too. So when we all went in, we got home from work and college and all that shit there. We all went in and shouted for a room, shotgun blue, because everyone wanted to be blue.
Ah, right.
That's why.
There you go.
Mystery solved.
Yeah. And then
Fondue Tones is my gamer alias because it's what my name Emmett Toner used to show up as on predictive text on my old Motorola Razr phone.
Oh, amazing.
That's where that came from.
Not for your love of French desserts.
No. It actually worked out kind of well because the first time it came up, like I was doing a bit of DJing in uni, and somebody told me, "Oh, this guy's got a gig for you. Just give him a text and sort of introduce yourself, or whatever." So I went to go like, "This is Emmett Toner," and it's like, "This is Fondue Tones." And I was playing a lot of cheesy music at the time anyway, and I was like, "That's kind of perfect. I'm going to go with that, like
And Jade has just changed his again and again, so he has his gamer tag.
Yeah. What's he now? He was the Pepsi King for a while. Which
he was Pepsi King for a while. Now he's just Juicy James.
He's just James.
Yeah. He was. What was he before that? It wasn't Patrick Swayze. It was.
Patrick Swayze was his mate.
That's gonna bug me there. Can't remember, but it was another, guy from around that era.
Not Val Kilmer. No, not John Claude. No, it wasn't.
No. I'm not going to remember. So not.
Oh, terrible. We'll find this out next week, guys. Stay tuned.
On
More secrets to
that,
be revealed.
on that cliffhanger, we'll end it for today.
Is there no other games coming out? Is that it?
No other games coming out. No, that's it.
UFC or nothing? UFC or bust?
Well, GFC or Deliver Us the Moon that you've already played in Xbox, or Beholder Collector's Edition, which suggests that Beholder.
It's time to get everyone back on Doritos Crash Course, if you ask me.
I think it is.
Everyone's playing Fall Guys, that's why.
We should all go and play Fall Guys very soon, and we should also try, like, see when we're all off from work again, when a second wave hits. We should try to hunt down. We should try to hunt down like every game that is trying to plug, from advertising.
I'd love to do that.
That Doritos game and the Pepsi game I'm talking about. And there's bound to be an absolute.
I remember the
7-Up one. It was on Mega Drive.
Wasn't it that drawing of the?
It was the Spot.
Yeah. Oh, the Spot. No, I don't remember that.
I played that. That was actually quite a good game.
I remember the McDonald's one. Do you remember the McDonald's one?
No, not at all.
It was like the two kids and they had to help Ronald, and I think the hamburger or something to do with it. That was quite good.
All right. Yeah, well, we'll have to research and go into them. I would love to do like a full episode of just like clips
top 10
of shit games. Yeah, we'll do a top 10 of that.
The movie-inspired games, because I remember I used to play the Lawnmower Man game, and it was actually quite fun. It was just a sort of basic 2D platformer.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good fun.
Although I really enjoyed, do you remember like the Independence Day game? Everyone else fucking hated it, but I kind of liked it.
I don't remember it.
It was the most repetitive game ever because you just flew the entire time, just killing different spaceships and then eventually launching your missiles at the big spaceship. Yeah. And you just kept on doing the same thing every level. But I liked it.
Genius.
It worked for Donkey Kong, like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I do remember that. That does sound vaguely familiar.
I don't think I remember that at all now.
Or maybe it was just because it was so boring that first level.
A sense of other top 5 coming on here as well.
Oh, here we go now.
We're gonna have to spend the day just doing top 5s.
Sponsorship videos.
Yeah.
Top 5 product placement video games or what?
Top 5 games that could include Doritos. Doritos, give me free Doritos, please.
If next week we're eating a big bag of Doritos, you know what's going on.
Oh, I swear to Christ, though, see if Doritos send me that cool thingy flavor. Oh, fuck off.
The blue one?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You like your shotgun blue, but your Doritos red, just, huh?
Yeah. Red and orange. But the blue, the blue ones are fine, but you just have to have salsa or something with them.
I'm surprised about going for the Tato. I'd sure they'd be loving the fact that Tato's getting a big mention now.
I would love to just have bags of Tato.
Yeah, bags of Tato.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Just if Doritos aren't interested, I'm just saying Tato if you're interested. I'm sure there's a lot of Tato watches.
There was big controversy in the South recently. There's a kind of up-and-coming rival sort of art. They're kind of trying to go for the fancier crisp market, but they're called Kios. And they're like an old farmer family. And it turns out that like the 75-year-old sort of patriarch of the family guy was growing weed down in the back of the kind of place where they were. So they all kind of put this big statement like disavowing him from the family, just like, oh, this is not what Cool's crisps are about. We don't endorse marijuana and stuff. And he was growing it for medicinal purposes or something. But now
we don't endorse it, but we can't guarantee it's not our crisps.
Yeah. So all the stoners in the South now have taken this really big solidarity move. Like all the stoners are munching away on Cool's crisps. Like. Good job, good job.
Whole new market.
Shout out Kills Crisps or weed. Send us both.
Right. So one thing before you go, Tato, north or south?
I mean, I'm from Donegal. Like, fuck up.
they are different. Like,
they are different. Yeah.
What do you prefer?
Like, south, like
the one was kind of off or something.
I like the north ones because there's more flavor. But then I get why people like the south ones because they're less flavorful.
You like that crisp bland? Is that what you're trying to say? Let's not get on this now.
That could be my career with Shotgun Blue podcast and finish now. So I don't know if we can come back from this controversy.
No.
Have you ever seen the anime? Like it's like a manga style. of the two Tito men facing off against each other.
No, that's
That's
amazing.
amazing. I've got to try to find it.
Check the links.
It was so funny. It was like I think it was Oshin that sent it to me like one day.
Oh, amazing.
Really made me laugh. It was like Dragon Ball Z style. The other were like same
I don't get
company,
why
different
cheese and
flavors.
onion is always the. Do you know if you go to buy a bag of crisps, like a big bag of crisps, like salt and vinegar is always the smallest amount, and cheese and onion is always the most amount. It's like I rarely eat cheese and onion. Am I in the minority?
There's
I
a wee. I don't know if you can see the map of Ireland.
See, that's another thing. That's another thing that annoys me. Like, so why do like all different crisps not like have the same color packets for different things?
Not about like why are they trying to be cool?
I remember that, yeah, when it first started
Even
coming to the north.
there's the same company, and two fucking different packets there for cheese and onion. You got red for one, and you got yellow for the other. What the fuck?
Ridiculous.
Number one
Sort
bullshit.
yourselves out. Look, I'll go have a long look in the mirror, Tato.
Yeah. Force me to read the cover of the packet of crisps
What the
to find out
fuck?
what you are. What are they at? Like
Yeah.
these boys need. This is
Right.
not. No,
So-
listen. We don't want the Tato ship sponsorship.
No, I'm all in for kills. Like.
He doesn't speak for all of us. I will take Tato.
So there's three of us. So if we get individual sponsorships from Doritos, Kyo's, and Tato, only one each, like that's all sus. Like.
I will gladly wear a Tato top as long as you send me cheese and
Would you
onion
do
flavor crisps.
Would you dress as Mr. Tato himself?
If they send me some free crisps, yeah, I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
I read
like that.
I read his autobiography a few years ago. It was a sort of gimmick book. There was a sort of stocking stuffer very popular in the South one Christmas about 6 or 7 years ago. It's pure pish, like.
Is it? Is he had a tough life?
It's not. No, it's no. It's just.
Does it read like a Jackie Collins kind of romantic tale?
A wee bit, yeah.
He was working as a farmhand.
Does it tell you how he turned into a spud? Was it like radioactivity, or did he get bit by a spud, or?
I can't remember. That's how forgettable that book is. But it was a huge seller in the South, like.
Big seller.
Maybe he just really likes spuds. He just ate one too many and suddenly turned into one.
I hear that happen.
Mr. Tato, who's just all. He's really all of us. He's just one spot away.
He's a warning for all the kids out there. Don't spend your life eating crisps.
Right, that's enough talking about spuds. I'll do it for this week. We'll have to save that for a spud podcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's coming up next. Check us out on Shotgun Spud.
Yeah, shotgunspud.com. Right. Thanks for joining me this week. You can join us next week. It's our 10th episode next week.
Hey!
Who would have thought we'd make it to 10?
Who would have thought about it during the lockdown?
Yeah.
I'm glad to see all our fine viewers have travelled with us through these rocky shows. We haven't lost a few along the way, of course.
Wow.
Our 4 viewers.
Do you remember the week that we had like 57 people that watched it? Oh,
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's big numbers.
Yeah. Huge
Big numbers.
Yeah. That's why we're bringing the video back this week. The video has to come back to get the viewers.
Yes.
There you
That's
go.
what it is. Do you want to see our faces?
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you, audio listeners. All you audio listeners out there.
All the four audio listeners are going to tune in and go, oh god, no.
Well, anybody who is sort of hell bent on audio can just turn on the video and look away like it's sussed.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
I've thought of everything.
Thanks.
Okay, so with that tip, we'll see you all next week.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.